Today I'm hitting squats for my main lift, moving on to front squats, then I go to goblets, and then I finish up with hack squats. 275 felt a little heavy, so I'm gonna try hitting it again for another set of 5, and hopefully it'll move a little bit more smoothly. I bumped it up to 315. I'm gonna start my working sets. Hopefully I can hit this 5x5. First set of 315 felt pretty good. Felt a little bit more on my right leg than my left, so the next set I'm gonna try to emphasize a little bit more on my left, I think, just so I can get a nice even lift. Pro tip, if you feel right when you get into position and you unrack, it feels a little off, just take that extra step, re-rack it, and then get it in the correct position. So I'm about to hit my 5th set of 315. My legs are feeling a little tired right now, but especially when you're fatigued, it's really key to maintain good form and keep it tight to minimize your risk for injury. That's pretty tough. That last set, I really pushed myself. There's a fine line between knowing your limits and quitting early, but you always want to try and find that balance. I'm about to go hit front squats. I'm working on being able to keep myself upright because it really engages your core and your posture with that front rack position when you go down. And it also helps me with my ankle mobility just because it needs a lot of improvement. A key thing with fronts is making sure your elbows are still as upright as you can. And then for a lot of people as well, wrist flexibility comes into play because they have a hard time getting their wrists up, and then it inhibits them from getting their elbows to where they need it to be. For my front squats, I do tend to put my feet a little closer together than when I do my low bar squats, just because I feel it a lot more in my quads, and I really want to try and develop that and target that to kind of even them out, just because I feel my hamstrings a lot more, my hams and my glutes a lot more in my low bar. Let me move this for you. No, that's fine. It's kind of hard to set it up without getting in people's way.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
not worth it. I think it's sweet that you're doing it.
Thanks.
Are you doing it for like tutorial purposes?
Kind of both. I like it so much I want to be able to do it like when I'm like 30, 40. Just being able to share some of like the knowledge, I guess, that I have with others to help them improve and to get the goals they want. Thanks. If you see it, I'd love feedback on it so I can improve it, and any other tips I think like that I can incorporate to help others out. And that's all I want. Finished up my squats. That's the main leg lift I usually do for legs. Just finished up my squats. That's the main lift I do for leg day. I think I might have one set of front squats left. Front squats always kill me. And then I'm gonna move on to goblet squats. Really focus on, it's really similar to front squats, but it focuses also on keeping upright, which I'm really trying to focus on right now. When I get fatigued with my front squats, it's always hard for me to keep upright with the bar stable, resting on my front delts. So I re-racked it, got it in a better position, and then just redid the remaining reps. Keeps flipping. A little side note here. I feel like, especially some gyms and people that go to the gym get a bad reputation, and people might look at them and be like, oh, you know, that guy's probably, I don't know, that guy's probably not nice or full of himself. And obviously you're gonna get some of those people, but being able to talk, like being able to come down, lift, talk with other people, get their input, their insight, their knowledge, and help each other learn more and grow is just what I love. So hopefully these videos can help someone out there that, you know, wants to start but doesn't have the right knowledge or has a hard time getting going. What are you doing? You want to be featured?
I'm already featured.
I'm gonna hit these 2 last sets of goblets and then go to hack squats. Try to straighten this frame out. Ooh. Don't roll away from me. One set left. Now, as far as people that argue whether they like free weights or machines, I don't think either of them are better than each other, but I do think each of them have their place, and I view machines as a good way to supplement your free weights, just because it takes the stability out of your movement so you can focus just on the lift itself. So that's why I like to finish out with usually a machine later in my workout. See you guys next time.